Hello friends, this is Dr. Sunil Kadam, welcoming you to my channel, Let's Learn Accountancy with Dr. Sunil Kadam. On this channel, I will be uploading videos on various topics of accountancy. I hope you will enjoy these videos. Hello friends, now we will discuss how to solve sum on investment accounting, sum number 2. And one has to understand the sum for solving it properly. Therefore, let's read on. Miss Archana holds 600 12% debentures of rupees 100 each in a Tata Limited as on 1st April 2020 at a cost of rupees 70,000. Interest is payable on 30th June and 31st December each year. On a 1st June 2020, 200 debentures were purchased ex interest at rupees 20,400. On a 1st November 2020, 200 debentures are purchased ex interest at 19,200. On a 30th November 2020, 300 debentures are sold cum interest for 32,250. On a 31st December 2020, 400 debentures are sold ex interest at rupees 38,650. Prepare investment accounting. Prepare investment account valuing closing 31st March 2021 at cost or market price, whichever is lower. The debentures were quoted at par on 31st March 2021. So in this sum, what is a new? In a last sum, what we did, we have learned the similar kind of sum, except the last one. In a last sentence, it is told that the closing balance of the investment account has to be considered with the AS 13. What talks about AS 13? AS 13 says that if there any investment, that is a current investment, is valuing or carry forward amount is calculating, we have to calculate either cost price or market price, whichever is lower. Not actual market price. The AS 13 says the actual word is fair value. The fair value of an asset which can be realized on that particular date by selling it. That is fair value. So on that date, whatever you could realize, that could be a market price. That's why indirectly you can take it as a market price of that particular investment on that particular date. So in this case, they have told that the debentures are quoted at par. When it is quoted at par, it means the market price is the face value. So we have to work out what is actually coming by preparing the our ledger. We will show it as our value, that is a weighted average cost. But let me tell you, we need to compare it. When you compare it, your the weighted average cost with your market price, if it is more than that the cost appeared in your ledger, then you have to ignore this market price. If your price which is shown by ledger account is lesser than the market price, or lesser than the higher than the market price, then the market price would be your closing balance, because whichever less has to be considered. Okay, let us understand by practically doing it. So first we need to prepare the investment account and find out the balance. Let's do it. So on this slide, we will be preparing, we will be referring this question. And on the next slide, we will be preparing the investment account. This is what investment account in the books of Ms. Archana. Investment in a 12% debenture of Tata Limited. Account, date, particulars, nominal value, interest and cost. And same for a credit side, date, particulars, nominal value, interest and cost for credit side. So On a next slide, we will be preparing working note because whatever we will write here has to be worked out, such as interest to be calculated or sales price to be calculated. We'll prepare a working note. In this form, the format is date, particulars, amount, number, nominal value and cost, or we can say the face value and cost. Chalega. And we need to work out the dates, months for calculating interest. So calculation for months for calculating interest, and interest dates are 30th June and 31st December. That's what given in a question. 30th June and 31st December. These are the dates on interest is received. So let us do it. First, we have to record the opening balance. Ms. Archana holds 600 debentures, 12% debentures of rupees 100 each. So 600 into 100 is 60,000 of Tata Limited on a 1st April for cost is 70,000. So 70,000 what she has spent for acquiring it. So let's record that opening balance in a working note first and then investment account, because we need to work out investment on it. Sorry, interest on it. So on a 1st April balance, how much it is sold? It is sold 600 into 100 is 60,000 nominal value and cost is given 70,000. And that we have to calculate interest. So interest equals to 60,000. What is the nominal value on it? 12% rate is given in a question. And 3 months. Why for 3 months? Let's work out that. The date on which we are calculating interest is 1st April. And the last date of interest, see, there was a 30th June and 31st December. So 31st December was the interest received. So 31st December to 1st April, how much month is comes? That what we have to take into care for calculating the interest. So let's work out from 31st December to 1st April. The April is the next month. So for how much month it comes? January 1, February 2, March 3. So 3 months accrued interest is there. That's why in a working note, we have taken as a 3. So 3 months. So 60,000 into 12% for 3 months, 3 by 12, it comes 1,800. So this will be recorded into the investment account. Let's record it. 1st April 22 balance 60,000. Interest just now calculated 1,800 and the cost is given 70,000 recorded. Let's check out. This one we have recorded. The first transaction. Hold 600 for 70,000. 600 debentures of 100 each, that is nominal value, for 70,000. And we worked out the interest on it. Let's move on. Interest is payable on 30th June and December, 31st December. But the next date is 1st June. 1st June, not 30th June, 1st June. 1st June, 200 debentures were purchased, X interest at 20,400. 20,400 purchase. So we need to record this, but remember X interest price, not a cum interest. If X interest, the interest is paid additionally, not included in this price. When it says cum interest, it included in the price. That's why we have to subtract it. But here it is X interest price. Let's work out. On a 1st June, purchases 200, X interest price 200 into 100, it is 20,000, and the price is given there, 20,400 price is given, and we need to work out interest because it will be received separately, accrued interest on this 20,000, 12% for 5 months. Now, why 5 months? Check out. On a 1st June, we are calculating the interest, and the months are, last date of interest was 31st December. 31st December to 1st June. June will not be included, neither December, because it is on the end. And this one is at the first day. So June and December will not be included. The difference between these two dates are Jan 1st, February 2nd, March 3rd, April 4th, May 5th. So 5 months accrued interest is calculated. So in a working note, let's see the 5 months we have taken at 20,000, 12% for 5 months. So the amount comes 1,000. We will record it into the investment account because we'll pass an entry. Entry will pass there as we have purchased it. No? So investment account, 20,400 debit. Interest account, 1,000 debit. To bank, 21,400 is what journal entry will pass. So let's record investment account debit side 16 to bank, nominal value 20,000, interest 1,000, and the cost is 20,400 recorded. So after purchases, let's check out what balance available with us on 1st June. The balance on 1st June balance is 600 plus 200, 800. 80,000, 90,400 is what a balance available with us. I hope you understood. Now let's check the next transaction given in the question on a 1st November. The next date is 1st November. But let me tell you, friends, in between that, there is a interest due. On a 30th June, the date is, we have to be very careful because at the stretch, we keep on recording these transactions. We used to forget the interest. So remember 30th June, the interest is received. Whatever outstanding balance is there with you on that investment, interest will receive at the rate of 12%. Let's work out how much interest is received. On a 1st June, the Miss Archana holding 80,000 debentures on that interest will receive on a 30th 6 interest 80,000 into 12% for 6 months. Why 6 months? From the last date of interest. Let's check out. We are calculating on a 30th 6/20 the interest, and the last date of interest was 31st December. 31st December to 30th June. How many months? The difference will be calculated. Jan 1st, February 2nd, March 3rd, April 4th, May 5th, and June 6th. Total 6 months interest. It's not accrued interest. It is interest received. So we will calculate that 6 months, 80,000 into 12% for a 6/12. That is 6 months. Amount come 4,800. And for that purpose, we will pass a journal entry. Bank account debit 4,800 to interest account 4,800. And it will be recorded to the investment account credit side on a 30th 6/20 by bank. Interest account credit side 4,800 is what we have calculated. 4,800 recorded. Let's go to the question. Check out what left out. The next transaction is on a 1st November 2020. 200 debentures are purchased. X interest at a 19,200. Purchases for X interest 19,200. We have to record this transaction 200. 200 into 100, 20,000 is what a face value. 19,200 is a cost of that purchases. But remember, it is X interest price. When it is X interest price, interest is paid additionally, or when it is sale, it is received additionally. When it is purchased, when you purchased it, the interest you have to pay it additionally. When it is a cum interest price, then it is assumed that whatever price you have paid for purchases, including the interest. In this case, the interest is paid is additionally. That's why it is X interest price. Let's find out how to record it. Working note next. On 1st 11 purchases 200 into 20. That's why 200 it comes. Units 20,000 and the cost is given 19,200 is what purchase. And the interest we need to calculate on it because the interest is paid additionally. X interest price 20,000 into 12% for 4 months. Why 4 months? Let's check out. We are calculating the interest on first 11. So let's put the month, and the last date of interest is received is 30th June. So from 30th June to the first November, that is 11, how many months it becomes? Let's calculate. July 1st, August 2nd, September 3rd, and October 4th. The November is not included because it's 1st November, and June is not included because it is 30th June. Therefore, the gap between these two dates are 4 months, and 4 months accrued interest will be calculated. Let's check out. In a calculation, 4 months are taken, 20,000, 12%, 4 by 12, that fetch you 800 is what the interest due on that investment. We will pass a journal entry to record this. When you purchased, entries pass. Investment account debit 19,200, interest account debit 800, to bank 20,000. That's what the your investment is credited. So let's record investment account debit side 111.20, to bank 20,000, interest is 800, and the cost 19,200 is what we have recorded. So we have finished the transaction. Let's move and check what is told further in the question. They told us 30th November, on a 30th, that was on a 1st November, on a 30th November, there is a 300 debenture sold out, cum interest price for 32,250. So we need to find out profit or loss on it, and it is cum interest price. It seems that this 32,250 include the interest. It has to be subtracted. So before that, let's find out how much debentures are available after this purchases in a working note. After that, after this 1st November, we will work out a balance, because to find out the next calculation, we required the balancing figure. So after purchasing it, it is 1,000 and 1 lakh, and it comes 1,09,600 is the cost for the total debentures. Okay, now there is a sale on a 30th November, 300 debentures, cum interest price, and 32,250 is the sales amount. Let's find out profit or loss on it. On a 30th November, sale 300, cum interest price. Therefore, the amount 300, it's given a sales price. How much it is? It's a 30th November, 32,250. Let's record that. 32,250 is what our sales price, which include the interest because it's a cum interest. So let us calculate interest. Interest is 30,000 because 300 units into 100 is 30,000. 12% for 5 months. Why 5 months? Let's calculate that. Why 5 months? The date of interest is 30th 11, but the last date was 30th June. So from 30th June to 30th 11, how many months it comes? Let's check out. July 1st, August 2nd, September 3rd, October 4th, November 5th. So the total 5 months accrued interest we need to calculate. Check out here 5 months, 30,000, 12% for 5 months. Answer comes 1,500. That will be deducted from the cost because it is cum interest price. So the net sales price of this sale is 30,750 is what a net sales price. So this will be recorded. The cost on this particular investment has to be calculated for calculating profit or loss. Now for calculating that, let's come to this side and check. For the 1 lakh nominal value, cost is 1,09,600. Now how much we are going to sell the nominal values? 30,000. So how much would be the cost for 30,000? So to calculate that, we will put the equation for 1 lakh cost, 1 lakh nominal value, cost is 1,09,600. We want to sell out 30,000, the X. So we will cross multiply. So 30,000 into 1,09,600 upon 1 lakh. See here, 30,000 into 1,09,600 upon 1 lakh is what a cross multiplication equation we worked out. So weighted average cost comes. The weighted average cost comes here 32,880. Should is the cost which is going to realize. So we will deduct from it. We are selling it 300, 30,000 is nominal value and its cost is 32,880. Now, when we compare 32,880 supposed to be received, but actually received 30,750, it means there is a loss. So let's find out how much is loss. Loss on sale is 2,130. This has to be recorded. So the sales we will record by passing the entry. Entry will pass. When you receive it, entry is passed. Bank account debit. How much is received for by you is 32,250. Bank account debit, you have received 32,250. 2. Investment account 32,880. 2. Investment account 32,880. 2. Interest 1,500. 2. Profit and loss account 2,130. This is what a journal entry we have passed, and entry has to be posted into the ledger. So the ledger effect on investment account credit side, date is 30th 11 by bank. The nominal value is 30,000, interest 1,500, and the actual sales price will record here 30,750, and the difference is loss will be recorded on 30th 11 by profit and loss. Cost column only 2,130 is the loss recorded. So we have recorded the loss. Let's go to the working note and find out what is a balance after the sale. On the date 30th 11, balances 1,000 minus 300, 700. 1,000 minus 30,000, 70,000. 1,09,600 minus 32,880 is 76,720 is what the balancing figure. We have finished this slide. So I will be using the next slide for calculating working note. Therefore, this closing balance I need to carry forward there. So working note number 2, there is a balancing figure 30th 11. Balances are 700 numbers, 70,000 nominal value, and the cost is 76,750. We carry forward it. Now let's go to the question and check out what left out. The next transaction on a 31st December, but the dates are also interest dates for also 31st December. 31st December 2020, 400 debentures are sold out. X interest, not a cum-interest. X interest, interest is received separately, not included in it. Therefore, the price for the sale is 38,650. Okay, so let's find out a profit or loss on it, on the sale. For that purpose, we have to go to the working note, record the sales 31st December. Sale is there 400, X interest price. So we will record the amount given there 38,650. 38,650 is the price, but we are selling out 400. But we need to find out how much the cost of this investment, because it is X interest price. If it is cum interest, we could have worked out the interest first and the net sales. But the X interest price suggests that the interest is received separately. Therefore, we will calculate the cost and find out a profit or loss. So let's work out. We knew that for a 70,000 nominal value, cost is 76,720. So we are going to sell out 40,000 nominal values debenture. So 40,000, how much X? So cross multiplication, 40,000 into 76,720 upon 70,000. Or you can say here 76,720 into 40,000. Doesn't matter. 40,000 if you write first or afterwards, it doesn't matter. Divided by 70,000. So answer comes 43,840. So when it is expected to receive 43,840, but actually received 38,650. So the difference between these two figures are considered as, the difference is considered as a profit or loss. In this case, it's a profit or loss. No, check out. No, we supposed to receive 43,840, but actually received 38,650. It means lesser amount is received. It seems there is a loss. So the loss, how much we will record, but it's a 400 and this one is nominal value and this is what a cost we are deducting it. Let's find out the profit or loss. Loss is there, amount is 5190. 5190 is the loss and it has to be recorded. And on this loss, we need to find out the interest also. So let's find out interest. 40,000, 12%, 6 months. Why 6 months? It's a, let's check out why 6 months. Interest is already calculated. This slide is full. Let's go to the next slide. It's here. 31st December. Last interest date was 30th June. From 30th June to 31st December, the duration, July 1st, August 2nd, September 3rd, October 4th, November 5, December 6th. 6 months accrued interest. So 6 month interest to be calculated. So that's why it is taken 6 months. 40,000, 12%, 6 months. It comes 2,400. Now we have to record this transaction. Entry will pass. Bank account debit. How much amount will receive? The sales price plus interest. 38,650 plus these 2,400. 40,000, 41,050 is what a bank account debit. To investment account is 38,650. To interest 2,400. And to profit and loss account 5190 is what you will receive. So entry is passed. Let's do the posting. Investment account credit side on a 31st December by bank 40,000, 2,400 and 38,650 actual sales price will be recorded. And the difference is the loss on a 31st December by profit and loss account, the loss 5190. If there any profit, we could have charged debit side. It is loss. That's why it is credited. So we have recorded on the same date interest is received. See there, interest received on a 31st December also. So whatever balance available on that interest will receive. Let's go to the working note. Find out after sell how much is a balancing figure on a 31st December. 700 minus 300. 400. Balance is 300. 70 minus 40. 30,000. 76,720 minus 43. 840 is 32,880 is the balancing figure. On this 30,000 interest will received on a 31st December interest. Why it is 6 months? Because it's the same one we have already calculated. So we will not check out. It is the same date. So 6 months accrued interest, the interest is there. Interest 30,000, 12% for 6 months, it comes 1,800. Entry will pass. Bank account debit to interest account 1,800. It will be recorded. Investment account credit side 31st December by bank in interest column only 1,800 interest is received. So we have finished it. Let's go to the question and check out what it is told. This one is over. Prepare investment account and valuing closing 31st March 21 at a cost or market price, whichever is lower. And the market price is the debentures were quoted at par. When quoted means it is in a market, the quotation is 31st March on 21 is the par, is the face value. So we have to check out with our calculation. It's there. See, the balance on a 31st March is 32 because there is no further transaction. The same 31st December, it remained. There is no further transaction. Therefore, this is what a cost on a 31st March. So 31st March, cost says 32,880, but the valuation is at par. At par means 30,000 face value. When it is at par, it means the cost is higher. But AS 13 says when whichever is lower has to be taken. So market price is lower. So we need to adjust accordingly. Therefore, on a 31st March, the revaluation will take place. Valuation at a par 300 into 100, that is 30,000 at par. Now when we compare it 30,000 to 32, whichever is lower would be taken 30,000. So this has to be deducted by the excess amount. So the loss on revaluation, the cost is 32,880 minus the lower one 30,000. The difference is 2,880 is a loss that has to be deducted from the cost, and we will get a balancing figure. So 2,880 is a loss, has to transfer to the profit and loss account by passing the entry profit and loss account debit to investment account 2,880. So investment account credit side on a 31st March by profit and loss account, loss on revaluation in a cost column 2,880, loss on revaluation. Revaluation loss is recorded. So go to the working note and check out the balancing figure after deducting the cost. The balancing figure on a 31st March is 300 unit, the 300 numbers, nominal value 30,000 and the cost is now 30,000. On this value, on this balance, interest will receive on a 31st March. Interest will be calculated 30,000 into 12% for 3 months. Why 3 months? Let's work out. On a 31st March, last date of interest was 31st December. From 31st December to 31st March, duration is January 1st, February 2nd, March 3. 3 months accrued interest has to be recorded. Therefore, we have taken it 3 months. So when we calculate 30,000, 12% for 3 months, it comes 900. So 900 accrued interest will be shown by passing the entry interest account debit to the bank account debit to interest account. So interest account credit side, we will show that interest afterwards. But prior to that, let's get the closing balance. Nominal value here 1 lakh, and the cost total comes 1,09,000. That will charge to the credit side. The balancing figure we have to record at 31st March by balance carried down. The difference 1 lakh minus this 70,000, 30,000, 1,09,000. When you deduct all these, it comes 30,000 because we have adjusted the difference 2,880. And the last working note, we have calculated the interest 900, that has to be recorded. 900 here, we get a total after charging the accrued interest 11,400, that will be debited, and the balancing figure 31st March 21, it will be transferred to profit and loss account as a 7,800 transfer to profit and loss account. In this manner, you have to present your investment account. This is what your investment account and working note on the first slide, working note number 2 on a second slide. So this is what our answer. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you have any queries, doubt, difficulty, or feedback, feel free to write in a comment section. Make sure to hit the like button if you understood the concept explained in this video. If you would like to see more such kind of videos, don't forget to subscribe this channel. Make sure to hit the bell icon as well in order to get notification whenever I upload a new video. Share this video with your friends in order to make them benefit out of this as well. Thank you once again.